morning, Sprinkles. How are you? I'm just a couple minutes early, but that's because I wanted to play with this whole new setup for a few minutes to make sure I have it all figured out. Hold on just a second. So I got my most wished for birthday gift this year, which was an Acron mount. So now I have this really cool camera gizmo set up where you get to see me face on instead of looking up at my chin. And I will be able to angle the camera down so you can see directly into the bowl that I'm working on. So I'm super excited about it. It's kind of cool. Took me a little bit to figure out how to put it together this morning, but it's awesome. I also wanted to tell you about another really cool thing that happened to me this week. Just because it was so sweet, but so the weekly emails that I send out are set up so that it will resend to people who didn't open the first email like 2 or 3 days later. Okay. And so I got an email from a guy on my list who said to me, "Hey, I just want to let you know that what appears to be a weekly email is coming out much more than weekly." And he said, "You might want to adjust the setting, you know." So I just said to him, I said, "Oh, thank you for letting me know. I really appreciate that. I'll check into it, you know." And then I'm trying to remember the exact sequence of how this went, but he you know, and I felt bad because I was like, I don't want to be cluttering people's inboxes. Maybe I should change that, whatever. But then his next email says, "Absolutely no problem. Happy to be a help. By the way, here is my late mother's Norwegian lemon bar recipe. I don't know if it fits in with your product line, but I think she would have wanted you to have it." And I was just like, that is so sweet. That is so absolutely awesome. So here, what I was afraid was like a complaint email turned out to be this really sweet, generous offer of his late mother's recipe. I mean, how sweet is that? So anyway, speaking of recipes, today we are making the 7-layer magic bar. It is so simple, you guys. We don't even need the mixer. I do need to grab a spatula. I forgot to get that. Hang on a second. So my oven is set for 350 degrees. That was the buzzing you just heard. And the recipe, which you have. If you don't have it and you're on my mailing list, you will get it today in the email. If you're not on my email list, I will post a link to the email sign up, and with that you'll get the I'm sorry guys, my brain is misfiring this morning. So anyway, okay, so if you join my mailing list new today, you will get the recipe bundle that we are working on right now. It has 7 different bar recipes in it, and we've been doing a recipe a week, all right, until we get through that. Speaking of that, I would like to know what you want to do next, all right? When we're done with this recipe bundle, do you want to move on to cookies? Or I have a few donut recipes we could do, stuff like that. So please let me know like what you think we should do, okay? Alrighty, so first thing we are starting with, okay, this is gonna be different for all of us, I know, because you're not gonna see me. I'm also not gonna be able to see your comments because the phone's gonna be angled down. So if you ask a question or anything, I promise I will get back to it either at the end of the video or when I'm done videoing. I will go back and reply to all the comments. So just remember to be very specific in the question that you're asking, because I won't be able to know when during this you asked. So instead of saying, "How much of that are you using?" please say, "How much of the sweetened condensed milk are you using?" Okay, do you get what I mean? All right, so I'm going to angle you down so I can see what you're doing, or so you can see what I'm doing, okay? Hang on a second here. All right, so you can see my pink Post-it note there. All right. Okay, so I have half a cup of butter that needs to be melted, so I'm going to do that real quick. This recipe is super fun and easy because, like I said, you don't even need a mixer or anything. I am going to use my little blender to make the graham cracker crumbs, but even that you could technically do just in the bowl and crush the graham crackers. Just waiting on that butter. Alrighty here, right there. All right, and that just gets poured into the bottom of a 9x13 pan. I'm just gonna break up those chunks. They will continue to melt while sitting in the heat of the hot butter. So, all right, let's crush our graham crackers. This is my little Ninja that I love so much. Make sure you can really see it. Maybe there. Hi, Mindy. So we need a cup and a half of graham cracker crumbs. Alrighty, you can see those. Okay. And, yep, my mixer has measurements on the side of it, so I can see that I have enough graham cracker crumbs. All right, then you're going to use a can of sweetened condensed milk. Oh, this doesn't go here yet. Okay. I'm going to take this off and move it. So ideally, you guys, I would also have a tablet so that I could see what I'm doing. But I don't have a tablet, so we got to make the best of it, right? Okay, so there's that. Then you oops, I've got a couple big ones in there. Just pour your graham cracker crumbs in there. We are going to mix these around. Because you want the graham cracker completely covered in butter. Oh, I'm making a gooey mess on the counter right there. Alrighty. Then you need that to be in a nice even layer. My favorite way to do that is to just use the bottom of a measuring cup. You've seen me do this before with like the cheesecakes and the other bars. Try not to have holes in the bottom of the tray, you know, where you can see your countertop through. Still doing okay under here. You know, I do have like an old Kindle Fire. I wonder if that would work for me to use so that I can see what you're seeing, and then I would be able to see if you're commenting or not. Okay, so there's that. Now, this just gets poured in there. And I'm gonna spread it out. All right, that's pretty good. Now you guys, the rest of this is kind of whatever your favorite things are, okay? So obviously the recipe recommends certain things, but you know, if there are flavors of chips that you like better than what I use, then that is totally up to you. So, I have some Ghirardelli chocolate baking chips. It says 2 cups, but you know, who cares? Let's just get some chips in there. Whole bag, how about it? Okay. Then I have some butterscotch chips. All right. Coconut. If you don't like coconut, you don't have to use it. And then just for fun, I am going to add some chopped walnuts on top of that. So, crazy easy, right? Now this just goes into the oven for 25 minutes, right? I'm gonna angle camera back up now. Oh, that's close. Okay, be right back. I'm gonna put that in the oven. And don't forget to set the timer, right? Alrighty, so that's really all there is to this. Very, very simple, kind of a one pot thing. Like I said, I mean, I did use my blender for the graham cracker crumbs, but you didn't even have to do that. You could have put them in a Ziploc bag and crushed them in there and then just poured them in. Super easy. Did you know that actually sometimes you can find like a box or a bag of graham cracker crumbs where they've already done the crumbing for you? So, especially around the holidays, it seems like you can find that. So, if you don't even want to have to crush your own graham crackers, you don't have to. So, alrighty. So, what do we have coming up this week that I want to tell you about? If you would like to come to the Cake Pop class, Kids Bake Camp had a very small number of signups, so I'm opening up the different segments to anybody who wants to come. So this week we're making cake pops. It's from 4 to 5:30 on Wednesday, and it'll cost you $25 to come, and you'll go home with 6 to 8 done cake pops. All right. I do want to let you know that this is the one that's designed for kids. Okay, so it's not going to be as in-depth as one that I meant to be an adult class. It's also shorter. It's only an hour and a half instead of 2 hours, okay? But if you just want to come dabble and, get your toes wet, so to speak, in making cake pops, there's that. On the other hand, if you would really like a very in-depth cake pop class, which means I take you through absolutely every single step of my process and tell you all of my secrets, on November 3rd, I am going to be doing a Facebook Live cake pop class, okay? Between Kids Bake Camp and doing them live, these are the only ways you're going to get cake pops at this point, because I spend too much time during a cake pop class running back and forth, making sure that everybody's chocolate is at the proper temperature. So I feel like this would be a really great way to do it. So November 3rd from 7 to 9 in a private Facebook group, okay? You do have to pay for this class, all right? So you can go to my website, laurasbakingdelights.com, and find the class there in the shop, all right? And then you just purchase it, and you will be... you'll be added to, or you'll be given the link to join the private Facebook group, okay? The only people allowed in there will be people who paid for the class. And so I will go on Sunday night and demonstrate how to do the cake pops. You'll be able to ask questions and all that good stuff. And then I will pop in again later in the week to get to any other unanswered questions or to help troubleshoot or anything like that. So I'm pretty excited about that. That'll be pretty good. But you'll be seeing about that in email. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see. What else? Next week there will be no Tuesday morning live for a recipe because I'm going to be in California. Lane and I are going for our 20-year anniversary. And California is where we got engaged, so we're kind of going back to the beginning for our anniversary. I'm really looking forward to it, and if I can figure out how to pre-record a video and schedule it, then maybe that'll show up for you Tuesday morning. But otherwise, just know that I haven't forgotten about you. I still love you. But I'm taking a vacation next week. So, anyway, all right, I'm looking at you now. I can see you. So, Mindy, if you have any questions or anybody else, you can go ahead and pop those up and I will answer them. Yeah, my lips are so chapped. Ugh, not ready for this weather, Okie dokie. That's all I have for right now. As usual, I will post a picture of the bars when they come out of the oven, and the recipe will go out later this morning for you in the email, along with all the other updates and stuff you need to know about. All right? Have a great day, and as the card from my friend Sue says in it, sprinkle on, ladies. Sprinkle on. Bye.